1 Mando, 2 Mando, 3 Mando, 4. Let's take a journey to Mandalore.
That's pretty good. I didn't know where you're going with that, but
This is the way.
that's
This is the way.
Hopefully this works now. I don't know what happened. Hey everyone, welcome back to another Mando-tastic episode of Empire Radio. I'm Jeremiah.
I'm Drew.
And we are back.
Yeah.
On a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday night. Bonus episode.
Yep.
Y'all lucky.
Yep. We got a trailer drop yesterday during Monday Night Football. And so here we are. So you guys will be getting 2 podcasts this week because we have Bad Batch this week as well. So
yeah. Now,
So
was I more hyped for this trailer than I am looking forward to the new episode of Bad Batch? Yeah. Just a little bit.
Well, based on this trailer, I'm not that hyped about this show.
Bro,
So
I'm so hyped for this
So
show.
I'm hyped for the show, but this trailer didn't.
It didn't pull you in.
It didn't pull me in because I thought it was going to be a lot more like plot that was going to be revealed.
Yeah, I can see what you mean by that because the first one, like, we have like the whole like, what's her name sitting in the throne room.
Yeah, like we didn't get any Bo-Katan in this.
Nothing except her
thing.
falling out of that plane thing, which we kind of already got.
Was she in that group?
Well, we'll find out.
We'll find out.
Screen slow it down. But I thought she was, but then I also saw Heavy Mando, so I was kind of confused. But
Right. But
yeah,
it was okay. This is only 1:42, so it's like a teaser trailer.
How long is the first one? Have we?
I didn't go back and look, but
yeah, but we got some juicy Jedi stuff in this one. There's
juicy. Yeah, they're gonna get juicy when they all get split in half by Anakin, and their juices are flowing all. But, sorry, I tried.
That was a little graphic and a little much.
Well, it's Order 66, so what do you expect, right? So,
True. You think we'll actually see Anakin?
I'm hoping we do.
I would not be surprised if we get.
With all this, well, first of all, he was in the Kenobi series. There's rumors that he's going to be in Ahsoka with in flashbacks. And so it's like he's already on set.
Are there rumors that he was already on set for the Ahsoka stuff?
Well, Ahsoka's, I think, is already done filming, so.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, so I don't know. So, like, I'm assuming
like he just hung out there, did one scene here, and did
like
the Ahsoka show. Because they wrapped this and then instantly went into Ahsoka.
Right.
Like, because I thought I saw a picture of them taking out, like, the Mando chair and putting the Ahsoka chair in.
What chair are you talking about?
They're like the director chair.
Oh,
has, like, the Ahsoka name on the back. Like, there was a picture of, like, Mando chair, and then, like, someone moved it, and then they put the Ahsoka one down.
Oh.
So
I didn't see that, but I do remember seeing the director chair with the Ahsoka stuff on it.
Ahsoka, yeah.
But you're not here for Ahsoka. You're here for Mando Season 3 trailer.
Now, I wish we were here for Ahsoka, though.
Yeah. I feel like we're not going to get that till Star Wars Day.
Trailer?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Because, like, we don't have a date yet. We know it's sometime this year.
Dude, I feel like we're not getting it until, like, December.
No, it's this summer. It's going to be this summer.
I hope so.
Because, like, we have Mando Season 3 when that gets done. So that's, what?
8 weeks?
8 weeks. So that's brings us to Star Wars Day. Because that's would be May. So March. So if there's 9 episodes, there's 5 Wednesdays in March. So there's 5 episodes there in March, and then that'll bring us to the 19th in April for 8 episodes. So that's literally that's 15 days before Star Wars Day. So
Yep.
like,
Yeah, we'll definitely. What day is that? What day
it'll
is
be a
May 4th on?
Thursday,
Ooh.
which is kind of
That's-
anticlimactic.
Yeah.
But like, I'm assuming that if they drop it on Star Wars Day, that means
We're doing a
sometime
podcast on
in
Star Wars
like
Day this year.
July, maybe a July release or something. But if they're doing a teaser trailer and then a full trailer, then
August.
then it could be August. I don't know. So
It's probably like an August. Because we're supposed to get Visions this year, aren't we?
right. So I think Visions is going to probably happen after Mando is done. So that's probably going to start in April. I'm guessing.
Probably.
That'll bring us.
But that's also not like weekly. That's like
before that was just 3 weeks. Or sorry, we did 3 episodes at a time. What was it? Yeah, we did
3 episodes at a time.
3 episode weeks, and so we dragged it out for 3 weeks, but they were all released on one day.
Correct.
So if they do the same thing, we would do the same where we do like break it up.
They might actually drop Visions on Star Wars Day too.
They could do that.
It'd be cool. It'd be fun.
So
a lot of Star Wars coming up.
A lot of Star Wars.
I'm excited. I like this trailer, Jeremiah.
Yeah, there's just too much Grogu. Like, first of all, people who did not watch the Book of Boba Fett,
they're gonna get a long flashback.
They're gonna see this trailer, and they're gonna be super confused.
We said that about the last one,
right? And like, people are just not gonna understand. Like,
they will in the beginning because it's gonna say last time or like the recap.
Last time on a show you didn't watch. Here's what happened. Why Grogu's back with Mando? Like,
also go watch at least those 2 episodes of Book of Boba.
Right.
If you're listening right now, and you didn't watch the Book of Boba, just go watch. There's 2 episodes. There's 2 episodes in the Book of Boba show. That's literally just Mando.
Episodes one of them is 5 and 6.
One of them's 100%. You don't even see Boba. The other one you see him for like the end. So go back, watch 5 and 6.
Just watch the whole show, okay? I know the show was underwhelming.
I think you should. I want to go back and rewatch it.
Just watch the whole Book of Boba Fett.
That's true.
It's still relevant, so
it's still good too. Like,
who knows? We might see it Boba Fett in this.
Oh, we will
season. So
like, come on, we will. He owes Mando a favor.
Does he though? I thought
Mandalorian.
No, I thought that they were even now.
Yeah, but Boba has to get ahead.
I don't think Boba cares.
Well, that's how we're gonna get Book of Boba too.
All right. Well, anyway, let's jump into this scene by scene. Let me get this on. I'm gonna do it on 0.5 speed, just so it's a little bit faster. But yes, starts out
0.5. You're going faster? Oh,
because I need the subtitles to pop up a little bit so I can actually read it fast rather than waiting 4 minutes for like one sentence to play out. So starts off with a group of Mandos walking through the desert. Hopefully it's not Tatooine because we have enough Tatooine. But he says our people are scattered.
I don't think it's Tatooine.
Like stars in the galaxy. Like, come on, Mando. When was he like a poetic like? We're scattered like the stars in the galaxy. Like that's very like.
After he got done filming the last show he was on.
The Last of Us.
Mm-hmm.
That was if you have not. Drew hasn't seen it, but that opener first episode of The Last of Us on HBO.
Age.
It was it's definitely not for kids. But it's
switch the speed. What the heck am I
go to the cog wheel.
Yes, settings.
Click on that and then playback speed.
I got it.
So anyway, The Last of Us was amazing. So, but you're here for Mando. So he's walking through the desert, like Rocky. Looks like I don't know if it's been any place we've known yet, but I don't know if this is Mandalore. This could be Mandalore.
It could be
because there is a lot of desert. It's a lot of desert on Mandalore, especially.
You think he's gonna show up to Mandalore and like find Mandalorian still there?
Well, he could. Well, we won't know.
Maybe that's what those people are.
But yeah, we see.
The thing is, like, these Mandalorians we have not seen before.
Yeah, we haven't seen any of them. So, like, they're all have like mixed matched armor, like at 5 seconds, and then, yeah. So then he's like looking. There's a guy. That has like a pat like on his like shoulder plate has like his signia or whatever family.
Looks cool. I don't know what.
It's some kind of.
I
face.
like it.
It might be like some kind of like cougar looking thing.
Yeah, some like lion-ish.
Right.
Tiger
but if you can just look at these costumes, they're all mix and match.
Is the guy behind him Heavy Mando though?
No.
The blue?
Heavy Mando has more.
I'm saying the one in the very back corner that you can barely see anyway.
Oh, probably not. But
I like that like green and gray helmet the guy behind him has.
Oh, green and like beige-ish.
Yeah. They all have scarves on. You notice that? It's kind of weird. Like it almost looks like they were wearing something over their armor and they took it off.
Maybe.
Like a cloak or something, and then.
Or their helmets are just
not sealed properly.
They're too small because they can't get the right size, so they have to like wrap it up so you don't accidentally see their face or have it fall off. That's like stuff their helmets with stuff so it like stays on tight. But Mando says, "What are we?" during these shots. What do we stand for? He says, and we saw this shot in the original trailer. We got the night owl looking ones, which I don't know if these are part of the night owls or if it's just the typical like female
helmets.
Because I don't know if we've seen. I guess I have to look at more female specific helmets to see if they all have that owl-y look to it. But
I like the one that's all white in the background. It's pretty cool looking.
That's cool, yeah. And then like the girl on the far left, she has like a cloak on, kind of like what you're saying, like, and then the guy in the front has a bigger cloak on too. So Mando has a cloak on as well, actually. Then you got Lucasfilm logo, blah blah blah.
Them flying through space. We're already 14 seconds into this trailer, man. That's
we're almost done. But being Mandalorian is not just learning about how to fight, he says, while him and Grogu are going through hyperspace. And it says Grogu amazed by the swirls of hyperspace.
Which, can't you get sick from that?
There is something like that where if you stare too long, like you go crazy or something like that. I don't know. That's why like supposedly like on like a lot of like Star Destroyers, like they close the windshield in a sense.
Yeah, because there is something about space sickness through hyperspace would cause you. Maybe that's why.
Yeah. And at 23 seconds, Mando continues saying, "You also have to know how to navigate the galaxy." Now, do you think he's sleeping right there?
Yes.
He's sleeping in hyperspace. Like, honestly, I don't know how you can sleep in that.
Dude, I've
First of all, sleeping in that armor like that, in that closed space.
Well, he's just sleeping in armor. I think it's more of that space. I've said this already, that ship cannot be his primary ship. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, I think later on when we see a gauntlet being chased by TIE fighters, I think he finally gets a Mandalorian ship.
Yeah, because it just doesn't make any practical sense. There's no restroom in that thing.
But it's like
you can't stand up. Like,
it just sucks. Like they introduced this amazing ship.
I think it would be amazing ship as a ship that attached to a bigger ship. Right. We can still use it. We can still see it all the time. But the functionality of one ship that's that tiny is not practical. Like, have it so that he can go, like, all right, I'm going to go to this place real quick, jump in it, go there, you know?
Right.
Small jumps or even fighting, he can leave his ship and then call his other one. At a certain point, he's gonna become Batman. Let's be real, and he's gonna have like a fleet of different like ships and stuff. But it's just not practical. Let's be real.
Right. But yeah, Grogu's just staring into space. And then looks like so then at 28 seconds, that way you'll never be lost. And looks like he's back on Navarro.
Mm-hmm.
Which
that
is
place is popping.
Like we saw him in season 2, like they were like got things back there, but now they're like building things. It looks nice. This looks like
the atmosphere looks clean. Like
yeah, and they could definitely make a Navarro like Galaxy's Edge, and it look pretty cool.
I would give anything for them to switch what Galaxy Edge is now to this. Because Mando landed on Galaxy's Edge. So if you didn't know that, Mando landed on Galaxy's Edge. So there's like a guy walking around in Mando outfit with a Grogu that moves and is like. So he's walking around there, which I'm happy with. That means maybe we'll get different troopers besides first.
Hopefully, even though I'll never be there, but
you'll go one day. We got to do our live podcast from there one day, bro.
That's right. We got to do a live podcast at Star Wars Celebration on the main stage. That's the goal right there.
Ooh, you heard it here first. I'm scared just thinking about that. I got chills also. What the heck?
Literally like 30,000 people watching us. I'd be kind of scared. But anyway, at 30 seconds, you see an all-white protocol droid.
It's pretty cool.
That's pretty clean. Like, that's pretty gutsy to have an all-white droid walking through that. Like, the ground is still, like, dirt.
It's still, like, a lava planet.
Yeah. So.
And then we have monkey lizards and trees.
Tree lizard screeching. That's what the subtitles say.
Really?
First of all, it's a Kowakian monkey lizard. Get it right, Star Wars.
Get it right, subtitles.
And then, so the monkey lizard is pointing.
Dude, I'm watching the UK version of it, and it doesn't say that.
Why are you on a UK version?
I don't know. It just came up. Okay,
I'm on this official Star Wars YouTube channel.
I'm on official Star Wars UK.
Well.
YouTube channel.
We love our UK fans out there.
Yeah, I'm supporting the UK fans right now. But you in this America.
But we kicked your butt in the Revolutionary War. So
okay, chill out.
we kind of saved your lives in World War II also. So
okay, wow.
But anyway, the Quaking monkey lizard, he's probably someone's asking him, how to get somewhere, and he's like, the monkey lizard's like, this is the way, and he points. You think so? See what I did there? Yep. This is the way. But yeah. Then you see Mando, he's just walking through town.
Honestly, we don't. I mean, I assume that's the same place, but.
Oh yeah, because then we see, because a lot of these places, like it has the white.
Those trees, yeah.
The white buildings with like the blue, like.
Yeah,
it's 33 seconds. So it has the blue, like, I don't even know what you call that, textures of like whatever accents. But at 33 seconds, we see Grief Karga and his, like when at like college graduation ceremonies, all the professors have those big, huge, like
unnecessary robes,
gowns with all. That's like, it looks like he's just
like got done
he's a professor at some university teaching guild management or something like that. I don't know. But he has that's a cool cosplay right there.
That would be that's something I feel like you would cosplay.
No, that's way too heavy and too hot. I couldn't do that. Sure. I was thinking just watching The Last of Us, like cosplaying as Joel, and then have like my niece or something as Ellie. That would be cool.
Dude, okay, so I don't know if you see this, but in the next frame at 33 seconds, you see what that statue is right by him?
Well, Oh, is that
That's
IG?
IG-11 and brass. It's like a brass statue, and then see underneath are a bunch of melted heads.
Interesting.
Troopers that he blew up.
But
So I don't
more
know if that's
importantly, in that
I think
same
that's
scene, in the background behind the leg, there's a gonk droid.
that's seriously?
Yeah, gonk droids are way better than Clink. Remember that? Remember that fight?
Yeah.
That
Well,
fight still happens in the Discord on a regular basis. So
it's
join the Discord. You can argue
Clink
between.
for life, bro. I'm just putting
That
that
is cool
out.
though that they have that.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people pointed
IG
that
is
out.
it IG-88, right?
Yeah, IG no IG-11.
11.
IG-88 is the one that
I
is
can't. It's been so long, like I can't even remember which one is which. But the IG
IG-11 is the one from Mandalorian. IG-88 is the bounty
just
hunter.
right. But that is cool that they have a
Yeah, because you see all those troopers. There's so many helmets under there. And live streaming. There you go. If you guys want to see that right there.
Why'd you put that? You on Team Clink?
100% Clink for life. What do you?
Gonk.
Me and Andrew wrote 100%.
Clink didn't. He helped rebuild the ship, fix the ship, but Gonk saved the day when the Havoc Marauder was lost power and it powered the ship and saved their lives. He did way more than
Clink for life.
He was clutch.
Clink for life.
I'm just saying, if the Gonk droid was on the Vikings, maybe he might have won that game the other day.
Okay, well, we're not having that conversation.
But yeah, so then after that, Mando. What do we have a name for the ship? Do they name him?
We do. I don't remember though.
Chat. What's the name of Mando's N1 starfighter? I don't remember what. I don't think it was named in the show. So it must have been like just.
I think it was in Boba.
Was it?
I think so.
But yeah, so he's flying.
It's for sure named because it's a Lego set. So. Will, I'm looking at you.
It could be. Well, it's the ship was for Boba Fett was Boba Fett's ship. So maybe this is just Mando's ship.
He named it. I don't know. I thought he did. I don't know. Look it up.
Will Google it. There's internet. They invented the internet for this reason. Will.
This is why you're a mod.
Yeah, you're a mod. We're paying you good money for.
Yes.
But yes. Anyway, back to the trailer. So they're flying through like a rainstorm.
Dude, that reminded me of me last night coming home when it was like raining sleet. I get paid. Will, we're not having that conversation either. There's two conversations with that.
You haven't gotten those checks that we've mailed you, Will? We must have got lost in the mail. Sorry about that.
If you are listening and you got those checks for Will, send them back to us and then we'll figure it out.
Someone's on a yacht somewhere in the Bahamas right now because Will didn't get his checks.
Probably went to Andrew. That's why he quit. Because he's actually getting paid.
But I wonder where this storm is. Because obviously whenever I see rain in Star Wars, I assume Kamino. Which we do see Dr. Pershing in this trailer.
He wasn't on Kamino, though.
Huh?
He wasn't on Kamino, though.
We don't know that. Or maybe even if he wasn't ever on Kamino.
No, I'm saying he wasn't in that when we see him. In this trailer,
I know. I'm just saying we see him in the trailer, so there's still
true
connection to Kamino through this because he has the logo on his arm. But like, I wonder if the fact that they're showing Dr. Pershing in this trailer shows that like he probably has
so much clone stuff in this.
There might be clone stuff or something where he sends Mando to Kamino to like find something.
Will said I can't find a name. The only thing is just N1 starfighter. So I guess it's not a name.
No name, but what should it be named? The Razor Crest was the original name for his first ship.
N1 GT fighter.
I tried. But I wonder if this is on Mandalore, like if there's a fallout or something from the what was it, the Night of 1,000 Tears or whatever was the name of that when the Empire destroyed Mandalore, but I don't know. But
I
after
don't
that,
think it's
we
Mandalore.
see the armorer putting a ladle in some water. She made a Beskar ladle for her soup making, I guess.
That's what she's making?
Making soup? Yeah.
No, like,
No.
you think that's what armor she's making? I think she's making Grogu's helmet.
No.
That's what I'm
I don't know.
thinking.
I don't think we're ever going to see Grogu with a helmet on.
I think we will.
Because he would have to keep it on at all times, and we would never see his face again, and people are too obsessed with how cute he is.
That's fair point.
Like,
but it looks like either that or like a shoulder piece, because it's like round. If you like stop out 40 seconds.
No, it's just. Is that not a ladle? Ladle.
No,
Ladle?
it's not. It's if you go back frame by frame, she's holding it with her clips and she's putting something in there. Those are she's making an armor piece. That's why I was just assuming it was potentially for Grogu, but
maybe.
Maybe
I guess when you freeze it, it does look like she's just using something.
She's using her.
I thought it was a ladle this whole time. A Beskar ladle, making that. You don't know, Mandalorian soup or something could be really spicy, and it only can withstand.
No, it's definitely something she's holding because she's making it because it's different colors. It was on fire, and she puts it in the water, and now it's no longer on fire.
Right. Now, but do you think that because you see her face look up, and then Mando's standing there, do you think this scene is actually what's being portrayed, or do you think these are just two random scenes that they put back to back?
I think this is actually being portrayed. That's why I thought maybe she's making something for him.
Because I wonder,
or it could be him bumping into her, like walking in on her making something.
Right. I'm wondering,
trying to look at the reflection of her helmet to see what she sees in the background. But if you pause it, I'm pretty sure she sees a screen of being directed to do something.
But I don't think that Grogu can become a Mandalore.
He is a Mandalorian.
No, he's a foundling. You can't become a Mandalorian until you say the creed.
Correct.
So I don't think he's old. It's gonna be another 200 years before he's gonna be able to see, understand, and say the creed. So I don't know enough.
She's making something. Maybe it's for someone else, and she's making it, and he comes in and say, "Hey, I'm going to Mandalore."
Probably.
That's probably more.
But that's what he said. He does say, "I'm going to Mandalore."
And Grogu is next to. Well, I guess we don't know.
Well, yeah, it's right there. But and then he says, "So that I may be forgiven of my transgressions," which from the Book of Boba Fett, he admits to the armorer that he took his helmet off, and therefore he is no longer a Mandalorian. So
spoilers if you haven't seen that.
So this shouldn't be the Mandalorian season 3. This should just be some random guy season 1. That's what it should be called. But we pushing the button. You gotta be quicker on the button, Drew.
No, I was just debating if I was gonna do that or give you applause, but I don't think that was applause worthy.
But at 48 seconds, we get a good view of the main
Mandalore,
the main city, which I should probably know the name of that city, but I don't, because it's a big dome.
Will get on it.
But yeah,
there's a lot of clouds, so maybe it is raining to get to it.
Because it was nuked, right?
Yes. Well, no,
there's a bunch of. But don't we see a mushroom cloud, a big mushroom cloud, though?
I don't remember. Was that in the last trailer?
I'm not talking about. I'm talking about in
flashback in Book of Boba, wasn't it? Where they
So we see that when it's destroyed by the Empire, and they show a bunch of smaller bombs, but I thought there was a big one that was a nuke. Or I saw a mushroom cloud, which can be produced.
I want to pull it up.
But yeah, so this is completely destroyed, and I think so. To be forgiven, he has to wash himself in the streams of Mandalore.
So
which are underground.
River
so I wonder if it's under this city or if it's somewhere else on the planet. I don't know. But I think it'd be cool seeing him like walk through the ruins.
Oh, I think we will see him walk through this
But
stuff.
didn't she say that it was like too toxic to return or something?
Like, yeah, it's. God, you really gonna make me pull up this
No, I'm
on
not
Disney
making
Plus
you.
right now?
No, I'm not. But
I think there's something about where it's like the like through fire or something. Like something about it is like super hard to get to.
like I think she's implied that this you can't get to the streams, underwater streams anymore because it's been destroyed.
Something like that.
But I'm like, dude, just dig a hole.
Will,
Like you can get
get
there.
on it.
Start digging, Will. But yeah, because like I wonder like what if there's like I think you mentioned earlier. I asked like, do you think there's people still there? Like, there's probably scavengers.
I think those other Mandalorians are still there.
That what other Mandalorians?
The ones that in the beginning.
From this trailer?
Yeah.
What do you mean still there?
Like he goes there and then he meets all
Oh,
these Mandalorians. And what's her name is there?
you don't know that?
No, wasn't she in the throne?
Oh, you're talking about Bo-Katan. Yeah, say
Yeah.
names, Drew. I thought you were talking about the armor.
Sorry.
um,
Bo-Katan was there.
she was on a throne she wasn't on the throne. She was on like a throne of some sort.
But
Because
it looked like the throne room
it
from
was
Clone Wars.
it was a different throne room though. Because like in the teaser trailer, there was like narrow. It was like a corridor, whereas like the actual throne room was like a big open space. But I don't know. But I'm guessing there's gonna be like scavengers that we're gonna see like scavenging the area.
Mandalorians that are looking for armor, looking for Beskar, looking for
Right. Because I wonder.
remains, or maybe they all have to do this too. Like maybe there's situations where they have to go bathe in this weird bath.
Possibly.
So maybe he finds a bunch of them and like, let's go bathe together. And then
Okay.
they're gonna go find this
But
water.
I'm pretty sure that the Empire, after they destroyed it, they went in and took all the Beskar because that's how.
That is true because that's how
Mando gets that briefcase
in
full
season
of.
1, yeah.
Not a briefcase. It was more like a cylinder, an ice cream
container.
Yep. But
which you can buy at Galaxy's Edge. All right. $69.
But I'm really gonna be interesting to see like what is there in the city, like what's left, who's there.
I'm really excited for this part, like going to Mandalorian.
I don't know. We could maybe even see some Hondo action.
Okay, I'm gonna take back what I said.
About
Clink? Look, huh?
About Clink?
No, not about Clink. I'm never gonna. Okay.
Anyway,
the armor. If this part where Grogu is talking to armor, or Mando's talking to armor, and the background, the way it looks like the same deserty spot. So maybe he found the armor with all those other Mandalorians, and then he walked in. So I'm gonna say that, and my guess is probably not on Mandalore.
Right.
I doubt she's in that weird place where she was before.
Oh, on that ring.
Yeah.
Station. That place was really cool.
Yeah. Because if you look at when he said that, it's like very like deserty looking.
Right.
In the background, so it's probably, dude. If it's on Tatooine, y'all know I love Tatooine, but I will be annoyed.
Perfect. That's all I ask.
That's gonna. I'm like, dude, how like? Oh, I found out that Boba is a Mandalorian. He's on Tatooine, so I'm gonna go hide there. If that's what they do, I mean, we do know that he goes back to Tatooine, though.
Right, because this next scene, right after this, he returns back to. Oh, I can't remember her name. Maybe we'll say in the subtitles. Peli Motto. She says, "May the Force be with him," as he's leaving. But there's a random droid. Is that the
random?
Is that the
R5?
Is that who that is?
Yes, 100%. It's R5.
What is it? Red?
Yeah, he's red.
No, in this trailer he's
Yeah,
red.
the top he has those 2 stripes above his head. That's red.
I'm going backwards.
At 50 seconds.
I guess. So I wonder why he's on.
I think he needs.
Or is this? This might just be at the end of the book of Boba Fett after he left.
True.
That could be what it is.
Yes and no, maybe. I feel like he needs.
No, because we see him leave, don't we?
Yes, and he didn't. I think he goes back to maybe talk to Boba, and then we're getting Boba for sure. But I think he goes there because I think he needs.
Do you think we'll get a Boba episode just with no Mando?
Probably.
That'd be kind of funny if they did that, just to like mess
People
with us.
have. Yeah, but I think he has to get R5 to go to Mandalore, like to help him on Mandalore.
Need someone to.
Like he needs to
open the door, like
probably
he needs to get Echo. He can open.
He needs to find
doors.
an Echo, but that's
Echo can open doors real good.
There's definitely no room on that ship for Echo. So R5, here we come. So he takes up R5.
Yeah. But yeah, so he leaves. Pelly says, "May the Force be with you." Then, Mando says, "This is the way." And so then this is where we see the fireworks again at 54, starting at 54 seconds, which we saw in the original trailer. So this might be Tatooine.
It kind of looks like Tatooine. Doesn't it?
I don't know. Because you see, like, if you look to the right side at 56 seconds, like you see like those domes on top.
Yeah.
So like it might be, but
it looks like Tatooine.
But like, what city is this though? Because I don't see the ledge. Like where from Boba Fett, whatever, I can't remember Moss, whatever. I can't remember my.
You're tongue tied today.
I can't remember. I don't remember the name of the city in the Book of Boba Fett. But yeah,
it kind of looks like Tatooine. Like maybe Boba gave him a parade as he left.
I feel like we saw him leave though.
No. I'm saying like after he just came back for something.
He's like, "Oh, I need to come back so I can set up."
I have a feeling he's gonna go to Tatooine and do a mission of some sort with Boba and help Boba with something. We're gonna get an episode where he's helping Boba. It's either Tatooine or it's what's his name, the other planet,
Navarro.
I
don't know. Navarro's popping, but I don't think it's that big yet.
It could be.
But then Grogu.
That's the only other place I feel like looks kind of like Navarro. Like
yeah, but at 59 seconds, we're back on
the march now.
59 seconds. We're on Coruscant, which I'm excited. Live action Coruscant is always great. But Captain Carson Teva, we saw him. I know we saw him last season. But I don't remember if he was from season 1 or not. But he's talking here. And he says, "There's something dangerous happening out there. And by the time it becomes big enough," and that's when we see.
Did we see him in the Book of Boba too?
I don't think so.
Yes. Because he got pulled over with him and.
Oh, that's right. And he pushes the button.
Yep. Which isn't that guy a director? Or no, he's an actor.
He's an actor. He's in some other things.
And he was like a huge fan of Star Wars, and he begged Dave Filoni or Jon Favreau to be in Star Wars.
Right. And so.
But as he's talking,
so there's something dangerous happening out there, and by the time it comes big enough, at this time we see Dr. Pershing, big enough for you to act. It will be too late. So what is this danger? Like we originally were like before thinking this is just the First Order, like the start of the First Order. They're out there. I don't know. Like, I think that's kind of like what they want us to think because they're trying to connect the time between the two trilogies. But I'm still kind of hoping, even though I haven't read the second Thrawn trilogy, because Andrews' original theory was that the Grisk are going to be the threat because we have Thrawn, and so Thrawn's enemy is the Grisk. But I haven't read the second trilogy yet, which I'm hoping it is. Like, I don't want it to be the First Order. That's kind of lame.
Yeah, I don't think he's actually talking to Mando.
Right, because it's two different scenes where he's.
I think he's talking to other people.
Right, but did you see that patch that he has on his chest? You recognize that creature?
Kind of hard to see with this.
At 102.
Oh yeah, that's Agbar.
No.
No, what is it?
It's a Rancor.
Oh, it is a Rancor. I thought it was Akbar.
Admiral Akbar? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know. He's in charge, kind of.
That's cool, but he has like the rebellion symbol on his. Mm-hmm. That's a cool jacket.
He's definitely like in Coruscant, talking to. What if he's just talking about Mando?
Well, okay, so then at 103, this is that hallway again.
Yeah, at 103, he's.
That's the corridor that Bo-Katan was sitting on.
Yeah, and there's rain all over his face.
Oh, good point. Look at that. Wet, all raindrops all over his face. So that's, yep, we're on Mandalore when he's flying in. Good job. Good catch.
Yay. And then we see the underground layer, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, this is who's going to find the river down here. Mm-hmm. And he finds a helmet. Super antique.
Bhaskar, though.
It is,
that thing down.
Probably is. Like, and then we see Grogu's flashback. So in the Book of Boba Fett, we see a flashback of when he was in the Jedi Temple during Order 66. And we just saw a few seconds of that. But here we see more. And we see 4 Jedi here protecting.
And a lightsaber going through the door.
Well, you don't see a lightsaber going through that door.
But you can assume.
It could still be just the 501st breaking through. So I really like those, seeing all these Jedi protecting Grogu. Mm-hmm. Like, they couldn't protect the other Padawans that were that Anakin found, but they were putting all their efforts in Grogu. So,
well, Yoda's child, you got to protect him, man.
Supposedly, but I really hope
Yoda
we see.
Yaddle, kid.
I really hope we see who rescues Grogu. Like, it has to be.
We will, or I think we're gonna see Anakin.
Oh, we'll see Anakin for sure, but it's like, it has to be someone we know that rescues Grogu. I don't want some random guy. Like, who cares? Like, I still like the theory that it's Mace Windu.
I was gonna say, you think it's Mace?
We've had that speculation for a while that Mace Windu, he survives his fall after he got thrown out the window.
No one dies to fall damage, just Star Wars.
And it's like, if he dies in this scene, like saving Grogu, like, that's fine with me. Like, he.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like, I don't want Mace Windu to like survive getting off Coruscant and like alive out there in the galaxy. I don't want that. But like, if he.
Oh, I do.
Like, I get stupid to see that he would survive, but like, if he still dies here during Order 66, like, it's fine with me. But I guess I don't know who else.
Grogu with one arm because the other one's gone.
That is true. But then he wouldn't be able to hold a saber, so.
And he just grabbed him and ran. Force ran. We've seen him force run in the Clone Wars show.
The OG one when he
took on. The OG one.
When he took on like 4,000 droids.
It's still canon in my mind, so.
But yeah, so I really hope that we get a completion of these flashbacks. And the fact is, like, but what's causing Grogu to see these flashbacks though? Because before it was Luke, using the Force on his mind, like, to bring back his memories. Mm-hmm. Does Grogu find another Jedi or a Force sensitive someone that can do this? Is it
It's probably Luke.
Is it Luke again? Is it
Probably.
Ahsoka maybe?
Ooh.
I don't know. Like,
we're gonna see probably Ahsoka in the show again.
I don't know.
I think we might see her in a position leading up to her show.
Right. I think the show is going to seamlessly go from this season to Ahsoka.
Yes.
Like, there's going to be overlap in events that are relevant in Ahsoka.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was really hoping that during this trailer, like this, when I first found out the trailer was coming out yesterday, this was on Saturday night. I was like, okay, it's coming out on Monday. I was like, I'm really hoping that we start hearing organ music, like Thrawn's theme. Like, just, I really wanted to have that, just to, like, we get Thrawn like in this at the end of the season or something. I think they'll do that in the Ahsoka trailer. I think they're gonna do the Ahsoka trailer like season 3 trailer for Rebels, when it's just regular trailer, and then it goes to a halfway point, and then you start hearing Thrawn's music, and then they introduce Thrawn. I'm really hoping they do that with the Ahsoka trailer, where we hear.
Well, Lucas, we know you're listening. Do it quick.
And I'll text Dave anyway. Like, say,
that's
hey,
true. Just give him a text.
Got him on speed dial.
Your flip phone.
On my flip phone. I don't even know if I have speed dial on my flip phone. But yeah, I'm just really excited for Ahsoka stuff. So
I know.
But after the flashback of the World Season 6 here, we see at 110 we see Mandalorian gauntlet ship being chased by they're not TIE fighters, they're TIE interceptors.
Interceptors, yeah.
I wish I knew my Star Wars ships better.
You're right, it's interceptor. And dude, this is what's her name ship. There's a Bo-Katan.
You think it's Bo-Katan? You don't think Mando got his own?
100% is Bo-Katan ship. They think that she has the saber. Look, if you pause it at 112, you can tell it's her ship.
Okay, they have more than just one of that style of ship.
I know, but I would put money, because later on we see. Let me see. At a certain point, I'm pretty sure she's one of those people that come out. I don't think.
But anyway, at 111, when it's going through the cavern,
I really do hope that we do get. I hope he gets one, but I think it's Bo-Katan.
But at 111, when it's going through that cavern,
lie, what does that look like?
They look like Eldani. That's what I'm trying to say. So I don't know. Like, I like Eldani, but it'd be kind of weird to have. Like, one of the big criticisms in Star Wars that people have is that
it's too small.
It's too small. There's an entire galaxy, but we're all like on the same like 5 planets every show or movie. Like, so like, wrong. And it also still looks like it's not Ahch-To from where Luke was, but it's still that same color.
Kind of looks like it though.
But it's still rocks with like grass. Like, that's could be anywhere. Like,
yeah, true. It looks like a Connie though.
But it's just like,
we'll find out.
Where's that at? We don't know. Mando, but you see Mando, he's in a ship, and he's also like there's
but if you
the water.
It, correct. But I think he's in his ship right now.
Right, but I wonder. So he's at least there. But like, if you look at 114, when the ship, like, it kind of seems like it could still be the same.
It's still his ship because he's controlling it like this with his 2 hands.
That's usually how you steer a ship, with 2 hands.
Well, that's how he steers that ship, because you remember they pop out. Anakin, episode 1.
You mean episode 2? What are you talking about?
1. That ship.
What ship?
The N1 starfighter. It has a thing that comes out, and he can grab them and steer it.
Oh, I don't know.
You don't remember that when Anakin?
No, I remember that now, but I don't.
That's what
all ships have that though.
Not like that. Not necessarily.
They're still movable. Like,
yeah, but it's unique in its style.
Possibly.
I don't think it's the same fight scene.
But at 115, we're in a droid bar, and Mando's there, nice and shiny, and we see some B1 battle droids, which I'm excited for.
That's cool. Yeah.
But then we see like,
and they're just hanging out, being independent.
You think they're gonna be like no humans allowed to like make fun of no droids allowed from episode 4?
Yeah, they probably will.
But I'm assuming this is just like a.
Watch it be the cantina on Tatooine.
Nah, we've already seen it during this time period. Remember when Wannabe's Han Solo?
That's true. Yeah.
But I think it's.
Ugh, don't remind me of that, dude.
But I think this is a repair shop though, specifically.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Because later on, spoiler alert, we see Babu Frick and someone he's probably related to.
It looks like they have like oil like plugged into them.
Yeah.
Like the droids are drinking oil.
So yeah. So then at 118, we see them drop out of a ship.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't.
And Bo-Katan is there.
Is that Bo-Katan right there?
Yeah, that's 100% her. The middle.
Maybe because it has the night owl angles to the visor.
Yeah.
Just trying to look to see.
But then it looks like on the other side is Heavy Mando. On the other side of her, the farthest one.
Possibly. But this is on Navarro, right?
Maybe not. No, it doesn't look like it.
Because it has the dirt ground, and it has like the steam coming out of the ground.
You know what?
Or unless those are just smoke from bombs. I don't know.
I think this is a Mando flashback.
No, it is, because look at 120. That's the altar, or where the leg was for IG-11. That's like the melted stormtroopers. At 120, when they're walking through the ground, like to the middle of the square.
I'm not there yet.
Where are you at? We were just.
I'm on 121. You mean 121?
120. I have it paused. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah. Yep. They go attack Navarro.
So that's Navarro. That's where IG-11. Is that his leg laying on the ground on the bottom left corner? So it was fun while it lasted, I guess.
Yeah, they go attack Navarro. What the heck? Look, there's dead Mandos in the back too. I don't think it's her.
Yeah, because if that's Heavy Mando,
because look at her armor. It's not like her arm piece is like different color than
red
her
or orange.
Piece. Yeah. I was originally thinking this was a flashback to Mando being saved.
Oh yeah.
Because they look like Death Troopers kind of, but then you see a red one. So it's not, and then yeah, it's Navarro. They go attack Navarro.
Well, it was where they had their
original
underground safe haven. Well, I don't forget what it's called, but the
the
convent, something like that. So maybe they're seeking revenge on those that killed so many other people. At 121, there's some random Mando with a line following someone, and then a Nick 2 gets shot and killed.
There's a few of them in the background too.
And then you see Babu. Well, we're assuming it's Babu Frick, and then another Anzillion, which is a species next to him, and that's probably the droid shop.
And then I wonder if Mando goes there and then it gets attacked
because they're after him.
Because they're trying to get him, and then he has to go explain. He gets arrested or captured, and then he has to go explain himself what he's gonna go do to the armor. Like all those Mandalorians, he's not with them. They're actually escorting him to the armor, and she's making him. I like that theory.
But I wonder why.
Because why else would they attack Navarro like that?
But
why would they get their place back?
But I don't think they're trying to capture him. I don't think the armorer is sending these people out to like.
But wouldn't that make more sense than them just attacking random civilians at Navarro?
No, because if she wanted
Unless,
Mando, then she wouldn't have just let him leave.
but unless she went there, unless Navarro was getting attacked by those people, and they went to go help Navarro.
They're probably there to help. I don't think they're.
I hope they're there to help, not to attack.
Because we
It
saw in
kind of
the
makes it
teaser
look.
trailer, there's like those like biker gang, like those Nick 2 and
Yeah,
some
that's what I mean.
Weequays. Like they were probably raiders.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I guess we'll just have to watch the show to find out.
I know.
But then we see Grogu. He is going through a cave tavern thing. So this might be on Mandalore.
I think it is. I think it's
Because you can see it's kind of green.
It's the same color.
It's like when you see
where,
where the city is destroyed, we can see from the bird's eye view that surrounding it is green as well.
and I think that's where he found that helmet earlier in the trailer.
Right, in the
It
caves.
looks like the same. So maybe Mando like went somewhere.
Right. But then Grogu, he's leaving the cave, and then a alien monster of some sort, like, drops down. Long hair, but like, just waiting for it to go.
It also kind of looks
He
like
gets thrown out of the cave, and he's more kind of like fishy, like scaly, fishy, like weird skin.
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of thinking, like, if this is Mandalore, and these are like the original Mandalorian species that lived on the planet, like, of course that's why. If you look at their face, of course they put the helmet over their face and didn't want to be seen because this is an ugly looking monster we got here.
PG. But it does look like they would be able to see through the visor, though.
No, they have 4 eyes, dude. There's no way.
It kind of looks like Alien, or no, Predator from like he looks like a Predator, kind of. Like he looks like he has like dreadlocks.
Yeah, he has long hair, long flowing hair. And then Grogu comes out in his basket thing with his hand.
And then...
Like, okay. Like, I wasn't excited for Grogu's moment there to shine, but like, if
hater.
I am a hater. I'm not shy of saying I hate Grogu. Like, that gimmick is done. Like,
Stop hating.
Okay, don't do that ever again. But like, if he's getting better with using the Force, like obviously he had some training with Luke.
Well, he didn't look gassed after he did that.
But I'm wondering, like, if he's embracing his Force ability, so like he's using it, but it's not really. He's just kind of winging it. Like if like I said earlier, like if someone else that's Force sensitive, like helped him remember more from the flashbacks, if like that awakened more of his ability.
Probably.
I don't know.
Also, I don't know if it's just me, but his thing looks even better than before.
What thing?
Thing he's floating in. It looks different.
Oh.
This is like what, his 5th one?
Something like that.
It looks like it maybe could have a gun on the left side of it too.
A gun?
If you pause it, there's like something there. Either that or tracker.
I think that's just no. That's the light, the flashlight.
You're right, because he has it on earlier. Yeah, you're right. It's a flashlight. Dang, I was hoping he had a gun.
Yeah, like an auto turret that comes out.
Yeah, that'd be sick, bro.
But yeah, that's the trailer. Mm-hmm. Not a lot of information. We just get a little hint that there's something out there coming, like a danger out there coming, but we have no idea what context that is. Like, so there's 2 plot lines. There's going to be the Mando plot line, and there's going to be the Dr. Pershing and whatever he's doing. I think there's a kind of like those are going to cross paths.
Yeah, Dr. Pershing and also
But Dr. Pershing, he was captured, right?
But he got away, I think.
But how did he get away? Like, he was captured. Like he
Well, maybe
helped
he's
them.
not away. Well, and I mean, and from that trailer, we know that the Empire is still trying to hunt for that Darksaber.
When did they say that?
Because we saw those TIE fighters.
Well, we don't know what those.
Well, some
We don't know if
Moff
it has...
Gideon's in the show.
But he got captured too, though.
Yeah, he gets out, bro. They always get out. The thing that I'm like, we need to figure out what happens in that throne room. Because in the Mandalorian or in the Book of Boba, we don't leave from there. So, or not in the throne room. Why everyone's at gunpoint and Luke comes? Like, what happened after Luke left with Grogu?
Oh, they just
I
went their
think we're
separate
gonna
ways.
get something with that.
I don't know.
Because that was a big like cliffhanger. You know? And they separate, and then all of a sudden, like, he's on, like, they don't explain how they separate. So, like, I would, it'd be cool if they start from that point, and then they separate, and then it's like a little time jump.
I don't know. It's gonna be. I don't know what they're gonna do with like the Book of Boba Fett in there.
Yeah,
that really.
Because the Book of Boba Fett, like, those people were also in that room, and then all of a sudden, Book of Boba Fett's on Tatooine, like Boba's on Tatooine, you know.
Right.
But it's going to be hard to explain that room and show that room because one of the main people in that room is not in this show anymore.
Oh, I don't. I'm sure it'll come up.
So I don't know. There's some weird thing.
I still don't understand their reasoning for bringing Mando into Book of Boba Fett and bringing Grogu back in that show. Like, I just don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's confusing.
But yeah, that is the trailer breakdown.
Yeah.
And so that being said, you know, normally we don't. Excuse me. We normally just have the voicemails once a week, but we don't have a voice. We don't have a voicemail this week yet. We'll do that on the Bad Batch episode. But last week we had a question from Elias about who would win, all of canon, non-canon Marvel comics versus all canon and non-canon Star Wars. And I posted that as the Q&A on the Spotify, and we got responses from people.
Okay.
So we can read some of these. So someone named Oliver, I don't know who you are, but shout out to Oliver. He said Star Wars would win.
Like Oliver already.
Someone named Melinda. Hi, Melinda.
Hello.
Star Wars Ezay. E-Z-A-Y. So Star Wars Ezay. Mason. Hi, Mason.
Hello, Mason.
Definitely Star Wars, he says.
Dang, I love this.
Then you got Sam with like a tiger emoji or something with his name. Says Star Wars.
Hi to Sam. Like the answer.
Nate Keeney says, I think Star Wars would win because they have a lot of Force users and they could just use Star Killer Base, a bunch of Star Destroyers, and the Death Stars.
Okay. Truth.
And then I believe...
Was that Sam?
No, that was Nate.
Hello, Nate.
And then Julias, which I think is Elias, because when he sends his emails, he answers his own question. Star Wars, because of all the super weapons.
What?
And then Joseph, Star Wars, because Luke used the Force to... Star Wars, because Luke could use the Force to hold all the superheroes together, and then Anakin would bring the final blow. So that was Joseph. So hi, Joseph.
Hello, Joseph.
So those are a clean sweep with Star Wars.
Yeah.
And I said Marvel. But, so, here's a funny thing. On Saturday night, Andrew had a live stream on YouTube, like a Q&A with on his channel. Did? And so I popped in and I watched it live.
Dang it! You should share
and
that to me.
I asked him this question in the chat.
Oh yeah, what'd he say?
Andrew says Marvel.
What?
And I say Marvel. But
his a bit. Don't pull the.
Yeah, I like derailed his
Dude,
live stream at the end.
You should
It was all
clip
about
that and just put it in here. Insert it right here.
Jeremiah asks, all of canon and non-canon Marvel versus all of canon and non-canon Star Wars. Oh, good to know. If I get Scarlet, I'll definitely let you know. Who would win, like in a fight? All of Marvel versus all of Star Wars in a fight, or just like the quality of the stories? Because I feel like Marvel has an unfair advantage of superpowered people versus Star Wars. Fight, it's gonna be Marvel. I feel like, because like Marvel's thing is like everyone has a superpower, whereas like Star Wars, not everyone has a superpower. Like, I'm sorry, like Han Solo would lose in a fight to somebody like, even like Hawkeye, I feel like, in some ways. But if it was, I mean, like the Jedi and the Sith were super powerful, but like, I don't know, I feel like they'd be at a disadvantage against people like Storm. I don't know. I don't know. I would say Marvel. That's my final answer. Locking that in.
I could, but I derailed his Q&A at the end when he brought up the chat questions, and I started talking about Star Wars. So he started talking about Star Wars, but he gave us a shout out like on his thing, and then he's like, Jeremiah, post is it still links.co/Empire Radio? Like, post that in the thing, and so I posted that so people were checking it out. So
dope. So if you're
from that K-pop guitarist, thanks for stopping by.
Welcome.
And so yeah,
hello there.
But that being said, Elias sent a follow-up question for that, because we were kind of like, well, what's the rules in the thing? Is it because like I brought up like there's the multiverse, so it's an infinite amount of people. But so he says, he re-asked the question, but he says no multiverse or world between worlds. Super weapons are allowed, and no coming back from the dead. Marvel people do that a lot.
True.
And then he sends a link of his, like a slideshow of why he thinks Star Wars would win, which I don't have right here. And then he says, P.S. Jeremiah, the Infinity Gauntlet wouldn't work on Star Wars people because they are from a different universe. Which I think is kind of lame. Like, it has to work. Like, that's
it's his rules. His rules.
But here's the thing: in What If, the series What If, the Marvel's What If, supposedly we see the Vader's castle in one of the multiverse scenes. True.
But
so Star Wars is part of the MCU Marvelverse. The Marvelverse, multiverse. And so I would think the Infinity Gauntlet still works, but he says no Infinity Gauntlet, so I still think Marvel.
After all that, still,
because they have so many
super weapons,
heroes and
blow up Earth. I said that. Didn't I say that?
Okay, but here's the thing: how effective are the super weapons in Star Wars?
Dude, they blow up planets. What do you mean?
They blew up one planet. The Death Star blew up one planet. Second Death Star didn't do crap. Star Killer base kills Hosnian system. That's it.
Yeah, but Star Killer, it could potentially just kill our system.
Okay, but it's Marvel. They're all around the galaxy. There's everyone in Marvel. So that's every single thing in the galaxy in Marvel. And I'm saying there's so many.
Unlike you and Andrew, I agree with the fans. And what the fans say.
Well, what do the fans know? What do they know? I don't know.
Well, I know what the fans do know. And they know what good coffee tastes like.
yeah, I forgot about I got commercials. Yeah.
So, and for those new fans that are coming from Andrew, also pressure Andrew to come back. But 2, maybe they don't know what good coffee tastes like.
Yes, and if you're familiar with Andrew,
true.
Let's hear his voice with the commercial for Wesley Andrews Coffee and Tea. So let's take a listen.
Hey everyone, Andrew here. I'm pleased to tell you that the sponsor of today's episode is Wesley Andrews Coffee and Tea. If you don't know anything about Wesley Andrews, you definitely should. They're an award-winning coffee roaster and shop in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and they make fantastic coffee. The awesome thing is that whether you live in the Twin Cities or not, you can get their coffee beans delivered straight to your door by ordering them online. They even have a subscription service that ensures you never run out of amazing coffee. If you've been looking for some new coffee to try or a way to elevate your normal coffee routine, now's your chance. Head over to wesleyandrews.cc, use the code EMPIRERADIO, that's with a capital E and a capital R with no space at checkout, to get 15% off your first purchase of any bags of coffee or a coffee subscription. I can't think of a better deal. Get 15% off some great coffee, support a small business, and support your favorite Star Wars podcast. In the words of Emperor Palpatine, do it.
Do it.
Do it. Yeah. So that's everything.
Yeah. That's all she wrote.
So we're like 6 weeks away from the premiere. So I'm excited.
March 1st. It's locked in. They can't change it now.
They could. You never know.
Well, that'd be dumb.
But, well, actually, 6 weeks? Yeah, 6 weeks.
That's going to come up fast, bro.
I don't know. There's a lot to get. We still got a lot of Bad Batch to go over between here and then. So
yeah,
we'll be occupied with that. Who knows what else of Star Wars stuff that will be teased or announced or anything.
True. And if you guys are listening to this, catch up on Bad Batch and start listening to the Bad Batch episodes that we're doing breakdown weekly still.
Yeah.
With this new season of Bad Batch. So
that will be, we usually are going to predominantly be doing that on Thursday nights.
Yes.
Occasionally on Wednesdays if time scheduling permits. But I look forward to that. And that's about it.
Yes.
Anything else?
And Bad Batch will still be going on when this drops. So we'll have a couple
2 episodes a week for 5 weeks.
Jeez.
So
for almost all of season 3 of Mando, we'll have 3 weeks without Bad Batch.
Right.
So
right.
Buckle up, you guys. You're about to get double episodes a lot. So
yeah. All right. Cool.
That's it.
Well, you've been listening to another Mando-tastic episode of Empire Radio. I'm Jeremiah.
I'm Drew.
And may the Force be with you.
Always.